Hello, welcome to a new video, and today I've got a little art supply haul for you. So let's dive in. Okay, so in my most recent video you might have seen that I have been working with kind of like new, well not new supplies, but I'm working in different ways than I usually work. So this was done with gouache and black fine line pen, which was really fun. The same with this as well, and I actually added in like a gouache background here. This is just traditional gouache as well, and then I painted on top. And then I also did this as well, which I combined coloured pencils with and then drew over the top. And then I did this drawing here, which is fine line pen and all coloured pencil. So it was whilst I was doing this drawing here with just using the coloured pencil that I pulled out all of my pencils that I own, and I was trying to grasp if I have any kind of gaps in my collection, if there's anything I needed. I did struggle slightly with the orange for the tiger and realised I didn't have very many, and also the pink here, which is hilarious because I do like to collect pink pencils. So with all this in mind, I thought it would be good to do a little haul and try and add to my collection. So first, easy thing, just to Amazon. I don't really like buying a lot from Amazon, but these are just quick and easy to get. These are my favourite fine line pens. I go through so many of these. I use the Unipin brush pen, and this I've fallen back in love with recently. It's the Copic multi-liner, and I use the 0.3, so it's quite a nice fine line. You can see there, really nice fine nib on it. It's really beautiful to work with, and both of them are waterproof, so it means that I can draw first and then colour or paint afterwards, or paint on top. Most of the time I do the colour first and then use these over the top, but again, waterproof, fade proof and pigment ink. So that's those. So just kind of restocking with those. I've then done a little Cult Pens order. They're just small orders, these. So they always send me sweets. So that's a really fun little added bonus. Let's get rid of that. Now, something I came across on their website, which I had never come across before, is the Unipin Fine Line Extra Fine Brush, which is a proper brush nib, which I'm really excited about. It's super fine, it's super long. You'll see the difference compared to the other nib I just showed you. So I'm really excited to try this out. I had a look on Jackson's, they don't have this. I think I might have looked on Amazon, I don't know. But yeah, I bought this from Cult Pens anyway. So because I love this brand, I figured this could be kind of a game changer. Because I do love a brush pen, and I love the different marks that you can make with a brush pen. So we will swatch all these in a minute. So here, they're all in Caran d'Ache boxes, but I do love a watercolour base or something similar. So I went for these two pinks here, which we have got so these are the Supracolor 2 Softs. I got the salmon, which I do already have one of these, but it is so small, my pencil, that it was time to get a new one. And I was trying to find another nice pink, so I've got this one here, the rose pink. So I'm quite excited to try this one, because actually it makes the salmon look, I don't know, a little bit more peachy. So yeah, interesting to try those together. I have also got some of the Colour Softs, Derwent Colour Soft. This is a really fun pencil. These are one of the first pencil brands I ever bought. They're fairly affordable, which is what I love, and they've got quite a strong kind of core colour, if that makes sense. So they're not too soft, so you can get some quite nice details in with these. You get quite a lot of pigment on the page as well, and we will swatch these. So I've gone for the rose because, again, something pinky that I didn't have. The bright pink, which I don't think I've got this one either. And I went for the ginger because I was trying to find a nice sort of orangey, tigery colour. So yes, that's those. Let's get into my Jackson's box, which everything's stuck together. So first of all, I came across this white Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen brush, a white one. Never used one of these before. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about white pens and we'll try this one out. So I'm quite excited about this because obviously I love doing my black and white drawings, but it's really interesting if I'm going to start using gouache or things like that, can I draw back over the top with white? That was the thought behind that. I've also got some Holbein pencils. These are my absolute favourite pencils. I've recently done a YouTube short, just kind of swatching all of my favourite ones, which I think are in here. So yeah, swatching loads of these, which are actually here on this page. So we will do some swatching in a second. So with the Holbein, I went for Tiger Lily. Again, another kind of nice orangey one, Tiger Lily. This was a restock, the Aqua, because I've used that, so it's really tiny. Again, I've gone for some pinks. I've got the rose pink and just the pink. So we'll see what those are like against these other pinks. And this is a restock as well. This is another Supra colour, and it's the Azurite Blue 170, which again is a firm favourite, and it's a watercolour pencil, so really easy to have in your travel kit. This is why I use this so often. Just kind of scribble it down and then activate it with water, and it is wonderful. Possibly one of my most favourite colours that I own. Love it. And lastly, in here I treated myself to some new gouache, and never used Holbein before. I always use these, which are my Winsor & Newton designer gouache. So I've got quite a nice range of colours in there. I wanted another green because, yeah, I've not really got many greens in this. So I went for the traditional Holbein gouache in this lovely green, this elm green colour. And then I was thinking about that drawing that I did using the dark blue or the navy blue as the background, and thinking about drawing over the top with a white pen potentially. So I thought maybe it would be better to have an acrylic gouache, which is this one, so that it's not reactivated and it doesn't then make the white pen kind of blue. Anyway, that was the thought process behind it. We're now going to test all these and see what happens. Okay, so firstly I'm just going to test out all these black fine lines to show you. So I've got this, absolutely love this one. This is the 0.3. You can get loads of gorgeous fine detail with this. Love this pen so much. I've also got the brush pen, the Unipin brush pen. So again, you can get these really nice organic lines where if you push down more, you kind of get thicker lines, whereas if you push quite lightly you can get more fine detail, and also they're great for colouring in. So these are great for my night sky backgrounds that I do like that, and get a lot of coverage, so really nice. This is the one I'm most intrigued about. Wow, it just glides down on the page so beautifully, and as you can see, the harder you push it down, kind of the more ink goes down. But yeah, you can get some lovely fine lines. That's going to be really nice to play around with. It'll be nice to see how this layers on top of mixed media as well. Oh yeah, I really like that. See how fine these are. Very interesting. So it's almost that bridging that gap between a paintbrush, a fine paintbrush, and a brush pen. But yeah, nice, really nice fine details with that one. I will come back to the white pen in a second. I'm now going to swatch, I think, my lovely Holbeins, because just love these, and this will go well with what I have here. So as you can see, I've got the luminous red already and a coral. So this one is the pink, and I was looking for some nice kind of florally pink colours. That's really beautiful, kind of a step up from the coral. And then I've also gone for the rose. And again, that's kind of a pinky red. That's beautiful. That's going to be lovely. And then we've got the tiger lily, which is, yeah, really nice orange. Really nice orange there. And we've got the aqua, which is a fan favourite. Love this one. Just goes down so nicely. They're so buttery. That's what I love about these pens, and they're so, or pencils, and they're just so pigmented. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my lovely Supra colours. Love these. So these two are restocks actually. Let's put the pinks down here. We've got the salmon. So it is slightly more corally than the pink there. We have got the rose pink. This one's new to me. And yeah, see how beautiful that is with these. I'm really pleased with that colour. That's beautiful. Rose pink. And then the azurite blue, which is a restock. Yeah, gorgeous. And I'm going to water activate them for you. This is just my water brush pen. You can see it's really well used, so it's a bit of a mess, but hey ho, it's going to do the job. So this is how they then turn into watercolours. Yeah, that's lovely, that pink. And then my favourite blue. Beautiful. And then we have got the colour softs. So we've got rose. I feel like I've got a really nice variety of pinks now. That's very much on the red side. Rose and bright pink. So actually this is very similar to this one. Bright pink and the ginger, which I'm quite excited about. Yeah, I was hoping this was more of an earthy tone. These would be nice to layer together, especially for that tiger face. So it's more of an earthy orangey brown, but that would be lovely using those together to layer up the colours. Okay, so I've just quickly added in the labels. So yeah, interesting to me that the rose from this one and this one is very different to the rose pink in this one. So the bright pink and the rose pink here are quite similar, and then the pink in the Holbein is actually slightly lighter. So yeah, really nice mixture, especially when you add these in as well here. And yeah, pleased with these two here, my new oranges, and I've got, you know, like apricot, so it'd be nice for layering things up together. So let's now delve into the Holbeins, and I think I'm going to put down a layer so that then we can try the white pen over the top as well. So let's do that. Okay, so this here is my gouache palette. It's my travel palette. The reason I love traditional gouache is because it is water activated. So like I just can add a bit of water to this here, a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit of glare from my light and it's reactivating. So we can now paint this down. So that's the difference with the acrylic, is that it is not water activated. So I can't just splurge down a load on my palette and hope that it will still be there to use tomorrow. But yeah, if we pop this down, this is a really nice base layer. This was a mixture, I think, of a blue and a black. So it's a really nice kind of darker toned, lovely sort of midnight sky blue. I'm just gonna wash off my brush there, and I think I'm just going to use this one straight from the tube. Now because this is just the navy blue, I haven't added black to it, it's going to be a bit more of a bluey colour. So yeah, a bit more of a brighter blue. But yeah, I'm going to let those both dry, and then I'm going to see what it's like kind of working in over the top with the white pen. But yeah, I love working with gouache because you can get these nice block colours, but equally you can still use it like a watercolour. So water it down. And yeah, it's sort of, I just love the effects that you can get with it. So I'll put that one away, and then I'm going to use this one. So far I'm really preferring the traditional gouache and kind of the texture that you get from it. Does that even make sense? Like the consistency. Now this is nice. Look, this is kind of a yellowy green. I just love it. I love the consistency of traditional gouache. It's absolutely stunning. So yeah, I really like this. I'm quite tempted. I wanted to try these with the intention of potentially maybe getting a set or seeing which one I prefer. And yeah, the traditional gouache, this is absolutely beautiful. I add a little bit of water in here as well, water activated. So yeah, I might try some more of these Holbeins. So this is the Elm Green Holbein acrylic, and it is navy blue, and this is Winsor & Newton. So I have got already quite a few white pens. Let's talk about these. I discovered this whole stash. I've got this whole stash of white pens, and the issue I have with these is they dry up so quick that you can't use them. The best ones I've found so far are the Poscas. These, I just hate these. So many people swear by them. I just hate them. I just can't get them to work. Look, this one is just, there's just nothing there. They just don't work. I find that, so these are the Jelly Roll. Yeah, Japanese Sakura Jelly Roll. I find that when I first buy them, they will work, and then within a week they stop working. So if anyone has any tips on how to get those to work, that's great. Same with these. Uniball, Signo, and again, I've got a couple of these because at first I thought it was the pen. There was something wrong with that actual pen, so I bought another one to see, and no, they don't work either. I mean, look at it. It's just, they just don't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with these. They don't work. Anyway, Poscas I love because it's acrylic, so you can layer it on top, which is amazing. So this is why the tried and tested, the old faithful, I will always come back to these. And actually, just looking at that with the dots, it layers well on both types of gouache. So that's really good to know. I've also, though, got a finer tip. Does it tell me on here what tip type this is? The pin type 0.7mm tip. And again, it just, the tip on this is not great. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, this doesn't work. Do you see? So the issue I have is that doing really big, this is for really big chunky drawing. This would be great on a canvas, for example. But yeah, I found that I want to draw really tiny details, hence my fine line brushes, and that doesn't translate well to this. But I have a lot of faith in this. Am I going to be upset? Let's find out. I have a feeling these are ink. Does it say on here? Yes. India ink, waterproof, maximum light fastness. So, I mean, look, straight away, I don't know if you can see that, straight away it's coming straight out on my nail. That's amazing. So, let's see what this is like. This is still slightly wet. all going on here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And it's not turning, or it's slightly blue. Maybe slightly blue. What's that? Is that turning it blue? No, just being gentle. But the line is coming out slightly bluer. Maybe on both. Wow, I'm so impressed with this pen. I can't believe how good this pen is. The thing though is, in a week's time, I'm going to have to kind of do an update in my next video to see to see if this is also dried out. But the nib on it is really interesting. It's kind of like a felt tip pen nib. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. It's coming straight out. None of the issues of these other pens I've thrown to the side. And I can actually get quite a bit of detail with this. Again, just pressing really lightly. I'm definitely going to have a play around with this, but I love that I can layer it over the top. You'll see here, this acrylic looks so much brighter than this. That's just first impressions. But I guess that is because that's acrylic paint and this is white ink. But I'm still really impressed with being able to layer over the top and get in lots of detail. Let's do it over this one. So it does very slightly take on the hue or the colour of the base layer. But you can definitely, you know, draw out a lot of detail in this. And you could use that to your advantage. For example, if you are drawing a leaf, then, you know, having more greeny tones is probably a helpful thing. So yeah, I think I'm going to play around with this, and in the next few weeks I will update you on how this is going. Definitely though, you get a really stark, nice white with the Posca. But at least you can draw detail in over the top. So that's my little haul. I have one little bonus haul to show you as well. I went to this shop in Falmouth. It's called Salt Art Supply. They have a lot of raw talon stuff in there, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I have actually bought this from them the last time I went to the shop. So a nice big tub of white gouache. Yeah, so I was sad they didn't have any of my Unipin brush pens. I was going to get some pens from them, but no, they have the microns there. But yeah, it's lovely. As a small little independent art shop, it's a really lovely little shop. There are not many art shops in Cornwall. The Range has a big art section, but yeah, Truro has an art shop. This is the Falmouth art shop. And Penzance has a lovely little art shop. It's not open every day, and it's run by this sweet little old chap. So yeah, maybe we should take a trip to Penzance and have a look in there, because he has got an amazing little art shop. Anyway, here we have this. I have got a beginner's set in Lino printing essentials. It's basically, what have we got in here? We have got ink, we have got a roller, we have got one of these which you kind of like, what's the word, brayer, press down, burnish the lino with the paper on top to try and get a really even print. Inside of this is, if I can get this off, or maybe I have to undo this. Is it this? There we go. This is where all my little nibs are for the carving tool, which is this handle as well. So that's kind of clever that they're all tucked away in there nicely. I'll pop that there, and then I've also, it comes with a few little bits of lino to play around with. I did also get this set, which these are the same size actually, so a small set, there's 10 in there. And this was really inspired by this sketchbook and all of these black and white drawings that I've been doing in here. I just thought some of these, like this, would look so cool as a lino print. I haven't done lino printing in probably 20 years though, so I think I've got a long way to go with practice, learning techniques, learning mark making. So I've just bought some small kind of pieces of lino for now so that I could, you know, maybe just do a few little motifs or something. That would be quite nice. But I thought some of these might translate really well and almost make stamps out of them. So yeah, this is another idea for some future videos that hopefully you'll see the progress of that. Anything else in the little box? Oh, there's a little, you get a little booklet as well. So I just figured this was kind of a affordable, easy way to just start and practice and see how I get on. So if you're interested, I might film the first time I do this as well and just see how it goes for you guys. And then we can kind of play around with this idea of lino printing together. I also got a birthday card from my mum, which I'm not going to show you because I know she watches these. And I got a new fine line paintbrush as well. So this is a size 1, a Pro Art. Yeah, again, thinking about fine line details and just thinking about how I could maybe paint more of my details of things. So yeah, I'm really inspired with kind of this new direction of my work of 2 different things, trying out gouache, working more in paint, layering up pencils, and then trying out lino printing as well. So yes, I'm excited to see the work that's going to come out of this over the next few weeks and months. And as always, I will video everything and keep you up to date. That's all I have for you for now. I hope you've enjoyed this little art haul. Yeah, I'm interested to see how we get on with this over the coming weeks and I'll let you know. But I will see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.